Sergeant Henry, can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Okay. Well, right now I'm a Marine recruiter, so I'm a representative for the United States Marine Corps. My job is to contact individuals, especially high school seniors, to give them a plan and a path for success. Besides that, I also have the responsibility of contacting people that have already graduated that may not have found their footing. Because at the end of the day, the Marine Corps' sole purpose is to increase people's abilities to be better civilians.
You included in that last sentence that you give young adults a plan for success. What does success mean to you?
Okay. Well, personally to me, success means happiness. You know, at the end of the day, I think every individual has a different concept of what success is. Some people it's wealth, some people it's education, getting their degree. To me, it's kind of all those things, you know. I think success is having the ability to accomplish what I want to do. And my path in the Marine Corps is different from everybody else's path. For example, like I wanted to get my degree out of high school. The only way I could accomplish that was with the finances. I didn't come from money, I didn't get a scholarship. So I sit in front of you today, a semester away from finishing my bachelor's degree. I have zero debt when it comes to education.
What challenges did you face when you were a teenager?
Okay. Well, I think common challenges that people face as young men, I face the same thing. You know, like popularity in school, competition in sports. I think one of the major challenges I actually had was the drive to get into college. I think a lot of young people, like yourself included, all want to get that degree to be successful in life. Some people don't, but I think that competition in me drove me a little bit mad because I was always trying to do my best on the field, always trying to do my best on the court, always trying to do my best on the track. And at the end of the day, realizing that I didn't succeed at my goal was probably a challenge that I needed to overcome.
How did you overcome them?
Fortunately, at the time I wasn't really interested in the military. I was interested in getting my education, but a Marine recruiter came and approached me and talked to me about the different opportunities that the Marine Corps had. And I kind of knew the deal because I had family in the military already, but I didn't really understand the full grasp. After doing my own personal research about what he was telling me as far as me being able to get my education for free, I snagged the chance.
What benefits do you get from doing this job?
The benefits, we can talk about the real tangible benefits that, you know, end up in my pockets, you can say. So I don't make bad money. It's fairly well paid. It's salary. I get 30 days off a year, paid vacation. I have full medical and dental benefits. My family also receives full medical and dental, so I don't have a bill at the end of the month for if my daughter needs to get a shot or if I have something wrong or the birth of my child. Obviously, my tuition's paid for college. The intangible benefit of being a Marine, it's that pride of always knowing that I belong to this organization. Part of, I would say, the most elite group of men and women that walk in the United States. We're a small percent, 1% of Americans join the Marine Corps, and I will carry that with me forever.
In this job, what would you say your biggest challenge was?
Well, to be honest, it was the first time I had to go overseas, and I was away from my wife. Just being separated from her for the 7 months that I was gone. At first, because I was fairly young. I was 20 years old, newlywed, and just being separated from her was kind of a little bit of anxiety. After those 7 months, though, when I came back, didn't really miss a beat, and our life was actually a lot different because of how not only that it matured me, but it matured our family and gave us the ability to feel like we can overcome anything.
Is that how would you say you overcame that?
Well, we still had contact. We had Facebook. I could call her on the phone. You know, we'd write letters to each other. At the end of the day, it was more or less the mentorship from my senior leaders explaining to me, like, bro, I've done this before. Everything's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. Like, once this is over, you're gonna realize how fast it went by. That's pretty much the deal.
What's one of the ways you can stay in shape when you want to become a Marine?
Okay. Well, for the interest purposes, you know, you could always train yourself. Cardio, get in the gym, lift some weights, you know, increase your strength, which overall will eventually increase your endurance. I highly recommend for like my high school students, hey, join a sport. Even though you may not be great in that sport, play. Get out there, work with a team, and it's going to actually build your endurance. As far as being a Marine, we have personal trainers, personal dietitians. We have world-class gyms. Like our gyms are better than 24-hour fitness. When one of our equipment gets outdated, they get the new one, like that. And we're also offered a wide range of different type of obstacle courses, things that normal people won't even think about doing besides in a mud runner. We have the ability to do at our own pace. I think one of the major programs that we offer, and like as myself as a martial arts instructor, when you start the martial arts program and you're moving up from your belt levels, it's a constant drive of Muay Thai, boxing, Jiu-Jitsu, and being a fighter causes your endurance to go way through the roof, which makes it easy to stay in shape as a man.
You got a higher rank other than other MPs. What advice would you give younger MPs that are trying to move on with this job force?
Honestly, I think that it's regardless of whether you, because what I would say is that there are going to be days when you really like what you're doing and when you really appreciate what you're doing, and there's going to be days that are really tough and you're like, man, what am I doing right now? And that really stems from, you know, just what we do as a whole, how diverse we are. So, you know, having the maturity to understand that, you know, things aren't always, you know, rainbows and flowers. Like there are days when it's tough and it's hard and you got to get to the grinder and you got to do it. You know, so as a young Marine, just being able to push everything else aside and understand that when you come in here and when you come into a place like this and it's work, it's business, it's time to, you know, put the head to the grindstone and keep going, and be willing. You know what I'm saying? Like I have seen some guys where they just come in and they're like, you know, I don't want to be here, and they have a negative attitude. Well, come here, have a positive attitude, know that what you're doing actually makes a difference and has an impact on things, you know, and stay motivated and know that, you know, tomorrow's a new day, and you know what you make of it is gonna be everything that you get out of it. So for those young guys, like, they just need to understand that you're new, you don't know everything, and it's expected. So we want you to teach, you know, we want you to learn, you know, to grow, but you got to be willing to be able to, like I said before, step outside of that box. You got to just understand that with time, it's going to get better. You know, your first term is always going to be your toughest term. So.